Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. I'm working on the Whimsical Junk Journal. Today, while I was working on making this trifold belly band with a pocket, and I decided I might as well turn on the camera and I'll show you how I make it. This is good for photos, the smaller photos that I do on print to size, which is listed below. It's an application that allows you to print your photos from your phone, directly from your phone. And you print them any size you want. So I usually do them 3 by 2.5. So those would fit fine on here. You have the inside, you have this flap. You have this flap on the inside. And this is where this little pocket will go. You can put a little secret note in here. Or whatever. And then you also have, no, you don't have the back. That's the same. Okay, so, and then behind it, I want to put these, I had these in my scraps. They're 3 pieces of craft cardstock. Now, craft cardstock is a little different than regular cardstock. It's not as thick. I think these will look good sticking out the side. I'm going to trim them down a little bit so they're not so wide. And when you're making something to go under the belly band, you don't want to make it the same size as the belly band because you'll have a hard time getting it underneath. So I'll trim off a little bit from the top. So that's what I'm going to work on. Now this is the belly band. I made it out of an 8.5 by 11 inch sheet that I printed, double-sided. And then I folded it in thirds. I didn't measure, so I'm not going to give you measurements. I folded it so I had a little bit of space between this piece and this one. I don't want all the way to the edge. It's about 1/2 inch off the edge. So just fiddle around folding until you get it. Now this is 8.5 by 11. Well, it started out that size. So the 8.5 is good for the height. So I'm not going to cut anything off of that. All I'm going to do is, I have this piece of trim that I cut using an edge punch. And I want to put that along the edge of this first flap here. I think that will look good. So I'm just going to glue that on. Hopefully my glue will work today. I'm going to go about 1/4 inch in with the glue. And a little bit less than 1/4 inch. Hope I'm in camera. I switched back to my black mat because I think the videos come out clearer for some reason on the black mat than on the blue one. So I switched back to that. We'll see how it looks. Okay, that's quite a bit of glue I put on there. You don't need that much. I'm going to get a napkin just to wipe up any excess. Now I want to put this on the inside of the flap. This would be the way the flap goes. I'm putting it on the inside, just sticking out the edge. Let's see, I think I'll put it between these lines here. This bottom line and this top line. Let's see what it looks like before I press it down. Pull this out a little bit. Using liquid glue, you have time to move it. Okay, I think that's good. I'm just gonna press it down using my napkin so I get off that excess glue. I open that up and press it down. That looks fine. That just adds a little something to the edge. Quite a lot of excess glue, right? Too much. Don't be too heavy on the glue. like I was. Like I say, do as I say, not as I do. Alright, that looks fine. I like the way that looks. And I don't want this to glue down here, so I'm going to hold it up for a little bit. I'll be having a good day. It's another beautiful day here. Not too hot, not too humid. But that's coming to an end. It's going to get hot and humid again. I do have my fan on. I have it on low, so I hope you can't hear it. I don't think the microphone would pick that up. I just want to let this glue dry a little bit so I don't get it stuck. Still wiping up excess glue. Okay, I think that's good. Not too sticky anymore. Oh no, I got glue on my paper. Okay, it's wiping up, thankfully. That was because I put it down when it was wet. Okay, we have the edge on. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue it to the page. I'm going to center it like, it's probably about an inch from each side, on this side and this side. I'm watching that glue. I really need to let that dry a little bit more. So I'll cut those papers while that's drying. I'll cut these pieces of the craft cardstock. Alright, let's see, I want them, I'm going to measure. Not all the way into the fold. So I think I'll have them 5 inches wide. And I don't want them as high as the page because it'll be hard to get them in and out from the belly band. So I'm going to make them 5 by 8. It's like a half an inch off each side. That'll work out good. 5 by 8 is what I'm going to make them. I'm actually going to stagger the sizes so that they stick out a little bit more from each other. So I'll start at, let's see, this one. I'll make it 4 3/4 on the edge, on the widest edge. I want this torn edge on my page. So that's going to be, I want that to stick out. First of all, I have my papering backwards. Okay. So if I put this edge at 5, this would be the widest one. I'm putting it so that little torn edge is about at the 5-inch mark. I'm going to cut that one off. And my height I want at 8. Let me open this up. Okay, I'm on the 8-inch mark. I'm even at the top. Okay, that's the first one. Actually, that'll be the back one because it's going to be the widest, 5 inches. Now the next one I'm going to do at 4 3/4. Put it in the right way this time. The widest part of my page, which is right here. No, I'm cutting that off. So I'll bring it in a little bit more. I'm going to cut it at 4 3/4. So it'll be in a little bit from the last one. So that one's 4 3/4 by, same height, would be 8. That's 2. Yeah, that'll work out perfect. And this one I'm going to make a little bit less. So the last one was 4 3/4. I'll make this one 4 5/8. Let me get up to the top. 4 5/8. Yeah, that'll work out fine. Cover up the top. 8 inches, the same height. And that should do it. Get this out of our way. Don't want to lose a little pocket, a little envelope. Okay, so this is what we have. All 3, and they're all looking a little staggered, which is good. That's what I wanted. Alright, get this out of the way. Now here's our belly band. Let me see if everything's dry. Still damp, but dry enough to use right now. I want to test these out. These slide under the belly band. Well, when it's glued down, they'll stay in one spot. Right now, it's not glued down. But that's how it'll look. So we'll have these 3 pieces under here to pull out. We can put more photos, journaling, whatever we want. So let's attach the belly band. And put a little glue at the top. And when I say a little, I mean a little this time. Not too much. 1/4 inch worth on both ends, on the back. Okay, now we're going to place it on our page, right side up. I wanted it centered about 1 inch on both sides, and hold it down. That's what's going to hold it in, the top and the bottom strip of glue. Lift up the page. What did I do? Oh, there we go. I have glue all over the place here. Messing everything up. Sort of press down the bottom and the top a little bit. Make sure it sticks. Open it up. Press it from the inside. And that should hold it. I really don't want to stick these in there because the glue is wet. So we'll put on the pocket on the inside first. It's going to go right on this flap, in this corner. Right here. Oh, I put in here with a little piece of writing paper to be journaled on. Little secret note or whatever you want to write in there. If I can get it open. Come on. There we go. That's all it is. Journaling. And it fits right in this little envelope that I made. With a flap. I'm just going to put some glue on the back. I'm not going to make an extra pocket or anything. I'm just going to glue it down. Glue it down flat. Okay, here's my fold. It's right here. I'll put this right in the middle. Right off the bottom. And there's still room on this flap also for photos. So there's our little envelope. If you don't want a little hidden spot on here, you can make a regular pocket, put it on here. The size of this panel. So you can have a pocket in there. You could put pockets on either any of these. Okay, so there's our envelope. Close this up. Now let's test out our, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Which gives us plenty more room. Now let's see how they fit under here. And I have to trim them a little bit more. I think I do. I didn't allow for the glue on the inside. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off the end. Let's cut it off the top. I'll cut off about 1/4 of an inch. That way they'll slide in and out easily. Okay, that should do it. Now, guess what? I'm getting a message. There we go. Now they slide underneath. Well, not quite. I should cut a little bit more. I went too far with the glue. But that's how it'll look when I get it figured out. Didn't take much. I just have to trim it a little bit more. So there's 3 more pieces under here to use. You have this flap. You have this flap, this flap, this flap, and the rest of this flap. There's plenty of room in here to do a layout. And you have this full page on this side. So that's a trifold belly band. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you today. I'm going to continue. I've been working on, I need lots of tags for this journal. So I've been covering the backs of my tags. I haven't done the fronts yet, but I covered backs. I have quite a few more to go. And then I have to decorate the fronts. But I don't want to have you sit and watch me make 20 tags. That's pretty boring. Gluing on paper. So I'll continue making tags, and I will put in like 2 or 3 more pockets, I think. I'm going to attach this envelope, which I decided I'm going to hinge it on. So I'll attach that right on the edge here. And a few more extra things. I want to do a little stamping. I may come back and show you what I'm stamping. So I'll work on the pockets and the tags off camera. And then I'll be back and I'll show you what I'm stamping. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please hit the like button. And also hit the subscribe button and the bell and all. And you'll be notified when the next video is up. And we'll be almost finished. Okay, thank you for coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.